If you're looking to slice and dice your data any way you want, look no further than Ontraport's Groups feature. Groups are like saved searches of your contacts. They show you specific segments of your audience so you can view, communicate, and perform actions for that group with ease. Making a group is simple. All you have to do is lay out criteria that identifies a record as part of a group. Once you've created a group, it'll update dynamically. Easy peasy. In this video, I'll show you how to use groups in your own account. First, I'll give you an overview of how groups work, and then I'll show you how to set up a group in 4 steps: creating the group, naming it, setting the criteria, and setting permissions. Let's give it a whirl. But before I get too deep into the details about groups, let's get to know them better. Groups are a central part of Ontraport. They're not just for contacts. You can create groups of pages or messages or anything else in your account. Not only will they keep records with certain conditions together, but they'll save your condition view settings as well. Let me show you what I mean. When you open a group, Ontraport will remember everything about how you organized the data, so you don't have to. Magical stuff, right? It knows if you wanted to view a group in card view, which columns or fields you wanted to see, the card view settings you selected, everything. For example, say you want to set up a pipeline view of all your deals. You might use card view and organize contacts based on their sales stages. Maybe you'll only include people who have taken the first step of your sales process, like requesting a demo. You can create a group of those folks, set your card view settings, and they'll be waiting for you when you come back. And you might also want easy access to today's new leads. In that case, you'd want to create a group of new leads and set it up in table view. Then you might show basic lead information and maybe a referrer field so you can see who sent people your way. Maybe you'll even give them some kudos for their referrals, but more on that in another video. When you have both of those groups set up, you can switch back and forth between the 2 views with a click. Nice. Remember, you can create groups for any kind of data in Ontraport. So if you want to create a group of messages about a particular promotion or pages that have the word membership in the name, it'll be easy. Now it's time for you to take this feature for a spin. To set up these groups for your own records, start by creating a new group. When you go to any of these collections, you'll see this group dropdown. You'll go here to create a new group in any collection like this. Today, I'm going to work here in the Contacts collection. Once you create a new group, you'll need to name it. Do this in the Add a Group Name field up here in the top left. You can name the group whatever you want. Cool people, Packers fans, the Bee Gees, the world is your oyster. After you save the group, you'll use this name to look it up in the dropdown. Now, let's set up some criteria. Think of the group as a saved search again. Whatever field you base that search on is the field you'll pick for your group's condition. So if you want to create a group of contacts who live in Pasadena, you'll base the group on your city field. Pick your field, then select the condition that fits what you're searching for. So in the Pasadena example, you'd use the equal to condition because, well, you're looking for contacts whose city field is equal to Pasadena. Now, go ahead and add Pasadena in the last field. If you want to see folks from Pasadena or Dayton, you can always add another value here to get both. If you want, you can get even more complex by adding conditions here. Maybe you only want to see people who live in these cities and bought a particular product. In that case, you'd add something like product purchased contains standard veterinary visit. You're almost done, I promise. Now for our last step, setting permissions. When your conditions are all set, take a look at the top right corner of your group settings to find this permissions dropdown. By default, it'll say only I can view and edit. This means when you create this group, nobody else in your account will be able to see it in the dropdown. But if you're cool with opening up access to others, you have 2 other options. First, you can choose Everyone can view and edit. This shares your new group with everyone in the account, and people can make the changes they need to. Or, if you're not quite that trusting, you might go for a happy medium and use Only I can edit, Everyone can view. This lets you share the group with others, but they won't be able to make changes to your conditions. When you've picked the option you want, save it. Now it will live in your group dropdown shared with all the right people. That's it. Now you know how to create groups of records in Ontraport. Remember, all these groups are dynamic, which means they'll automatically stay up to date, which means less work for you. This is a powerful and unique feature, and now you have the power in your hands. But you don't have to stop here. Be sure to check out the Action Bar plus Group Actions video to learn even more ways to make the most out of your groups.